Alright. There. There. So this way. There. Always go left. Well, to be fair, if you want to solve a maze, it's not that you necessarily always have to go left, but just always turn the same direction. Because while you may get turned around at times and end up back where you back in like certain areas, if you follow, like if you pick left or right hand wall and follow only that, you will eventually make it out, guaranteed. Alright, so it looks like the other path would have led us. The fuck is that? Doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like I'm about to die or anything, but definitely doesn't sound good. It's like something's gonna break. Alright, what is this? Half? 0? I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I see. Wow, that's really fucking loud. Good God. I guess. Oh, am I trying to use this to, like, get across or something? So if I push it this way... I don't know how far to push it, though. Oh, that far, apparently. Right, I probably don't have to worry about how far to push it, because based on the last time I had to push stuff, he just would only push it so far. Like, they would make you hold it the entire way, but you couldn't, like, stop part of it. Alright, let's see. Well, I think that if the water was as high as it was, that would be too high, right? So let's go with half and see, because at the very least, if we're wrong, we can always just go up to 1. That looks fucking perfect to me. Am I going across the pipe now, or... I mean, let's check over here first, I guess. Okay, well, I can reset the water. But I don't see the point to that yet. I do have another... Oh, I can climb down the other side, though. But that doesn't seem to lead anywhere, and I don't even see another ladder there. Oh, wait. I see another ladder over there, but I also see this... There's an entrance there. Am I going to have to... Is there another pushy thing? There is. Okay, so I do need... okay, that does look like a water thing. I think I need to lower the water once I get to the other side here. Go down, push that barrel. Raise the water back up to full. And then use that to get across to that weird looking room on the other side. It looks like. Wow, these take forever, man. This one is harder, but that makes sense since I am on a slippery sewer pipe. There we go. Back down to 0. Oh, that ladder's broken. Alright. Did not know that, but good to know. Ooh, though. That's... Yeah, okay, it is lined up. I was gonna... it didn't quite look it, but no, it is. But now what, though? Because, like... Obviously, I can't climb that ladder. It's broken. Is it gonna let me get... It will. Reach Sherlock. Come on, there's a little bit of a run left there. You can do it. Oh, come on. Oh, what's that lever? What is this? Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, yeah. Perfect. Okay, so... Now, if I... will... Damn it. I feel like I'm missing something here, because otherwise I'm going to have to set the water to 1. Quickly climb down the ladder, hop onto the crate as it's close, and then get there, which doesn't seem right. But I have another thing there that I can lower. Maybe. Is there something else? Oh, here's something. What is this? Something to do with the ladder, I guess? Can I move it over? Yeah, I can. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Because now I can just set it to half and get over there, right? Because that should put me above the rungs. So let's set it to half. Yeah, there we go. Hop over and onto the ladder. Beautiful. Yeah, I didn't think that they would make me do like a timing-based challenge on this. That didn't seem... like it would be a thing in this game. Alright, did I find my way to a secret hideout? I hear I got an achievement. Pump it up!
A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Magnesium strips. Metal powder. Looks like aluminium.
Okay. So they're definitely busting into a place, right? Like, there's no way they're not. Anything else in this? What about this way? Because, like, I couldn't get to... Oh, it also lowered. Oh, that's why that... Okay, so it opened the door and lowered that bridge. Okay. You know what? It could have just lowered the bridge and made you read... Well, maybe they didn't want to put an animation of Sherlock jumping off of the ladder. Okay, that's everything on table. Anything in this corner? No. Something here.
The iron wall of the vault has been... So, it was the goal of Rasco's gang to rob the bank.
Okay, but then they caused the accident up top for a distraction?
An old map of the sewers with a red cross.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm assuming the money is where the bank is. Then their hideout is the circled one.
This vault belongs to the Bank of England. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables.
Yeah. A lot of
The
stuff
thieves
left.
have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables.
Alright, let's examine the map again. Alright. So then that's that. And if we're in that room, we need to go straight across and then take a left. Oh, well, this wasn't up before, was it? I don't think so. And take a left where, though? Here, right? Yeah, because then we should have the other, like the entrance we came through. Yeah. I'm assuming then that if I had seen that last time that we passed by and I clicked on it, it probably wouldn't have let me do anything with it. What is this?
All
Empty
of the
tin.
licorice has been eaten.
Okay.
A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty.
Okay, sweet and nutty.
Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece.
Well, yeah, generally.
These barrels are empty and unsealed. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
Okay, examine the sewers complete. Alright, let's check our... Examine the belongings, resolve the murder, repair... Okay. So that seems like we're done here then. So, over to Scotland Yard. Let's see, we should have lots of clues, right? Wow, really? All we have is electrocution? But we just found so much stuff.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
I mean, apparently I have no one to tell it to, so... Whatever. Well, it looks like he at the very least put his stuff in here.
A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark. This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett.
If you have to blow up half a continent and create a bloodbath in order to destroy the barbarians' party, you can be deemed to possess neither scruples nor conscience. Anyone who would not happily sacrifice his own life for the honor of exterminating 1 million barbarians is not a true Republican. Yeah, because that's what you want to do. Kill a bunch of innocents in order to kill the bad
Electrical
guys.
wires.
That makes you better than them. Well, that's suspicious. Dear Mr. Garrett, we are obliged to inform you that despite your expropriation, you are still in debt to a considerable sum of money. We'd request that you contact our payment service as soon as possible, otherwise we shall be obliged to involve the police in this unfortunate matter. Well, okay.
Whiskey. Of poor quality. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette.
Okay. They are different though, because the other ones I found were rolled.
My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith.
Okay. Benjamin, my son, I would be so pleased if you could join me and help lead our next charity banquet, which is due to take place on Sunday after the service. Your goodwill brings such joy. I know that I may rely upon you. I remember how your life began in sin. You're feeling rejected and alone in the world, and how you turned to the criminal path. But you found the strength within you to make the change. You became a good man. Our Lord will have mercy upon you. I shall always be happy to see you in our church, my son. All right.
Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulating.
I never really cared for the whole, like, my son and father thing. It's just very weird.
This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new.
Dear Mr. Butcher, your repeated absence, which is compounded by your delays with existing workload, simply cannot continue. You are responsible for a number of serious errors that your colleagues have found themselves compelled to rectify. We are sorry for this present situation, as you have always been an exemplary employee. We understand the complication of your personal situation, but if you are unable to correct your behavior in the immediate future, we shall be forced to terminate your employment. The directors of the Underground Railway Electric Companies. Okay, well that's not.
Reginald Butcher had problems with his job.
A little bit. We have the most excellent news for you. Please arrange to visit the hospital as soon as possible so that we may conclude this matter. P.S. Her condition is stationary. Stationary? When the fuck did doctors ever use that word? Her condition is she's not moving. So he went to the hospital then, right? Like,
This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. The initials M.B.
and
Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets.
he is, but those look like candies, not licorice, which is different. Alright, let's go investigate or interrogate the ones we have. Alright, what do we got? We got this guy here. That guy there. Well, let's...
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Alright, let's check this guy out. I don't know why we're staring at the top of his head. Oh, he does have a tattoo, and that is the dog tattoo. That's not a good sign. Oh, but he is... Okay, so this is that guy. I mean, he's religious based on his belongings. Calloused hands, manual worker. What was that? Yellow nails. Well, no, he had smokes, right? And then obviously his leg is injured. Benjamin Fowler, a man in his 40s, is a manual worker. He is involved with the reconstruction work of the statue in the square, which explains his presence at the scene of the accident and his resulting leg injury. Mr. Fowler has a dog tattoo, a gang member's mark, which he attempts to hide. Yellow nails identify him as a heavy smoker, and he is a religious man.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council, I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Yes, you swear it, I know. Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
Yeah?
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No, it was a long time ago. I already forgot, I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Okay.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation.
Let's check out this guy.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You
gross.
are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Alright, let's see. Pale face. I mean, he's coughing like a motherfucker. I'm gonna assume he's sick as hell. Badge. Anarchist symbol. That's always good. Worn clothes. Silicosis. I don't even know what that one is. Electrical burn. Odd works with electricity. What are the odds in this day and age that anybody would have that from working at home? Thomas Garrett is an aggressive person who wears the symbol of an anarchist. He dislikes the police and most probably all authority. It is obvious that he is poor, as his clothes are old and worn. Mr. Garrett exhibits black sputum through his coughing, which is a symptom of silicosis. Garrett is ill. Specific burn under his finger reveals that he must work with electricity.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How'd you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I'll teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
Alright. I guess let's go find the other guy. Nope, not what I wanted to do. We'll deal with that later. Alright. Why does examine the belongings of the victims and suspects still up there? Oh, because there's another drawer.
The belongings of the victims, Rasco and his acolyte. A police report about Rasco. He's only a minor criminal.
Mauricio Alfredo Vincente, also known as Rasco, leader of a small local gang whose members can be identified by the gang's motif, a dog tattoo. The gang has been involved in frequent violence, robbery, pickpocketing, etc.
A Webley revolver. A standard deck of playing cards. A normal pocket knife.
And licorice.
Rasco is fond of licorice. Huh. The licorice was found both at the sewers and amongst Rasco's belongings.
Sure was. Okay, there we go. That's all of them. So interrogate and find the man who escaped, which would be the hospital. To go see his wife, maybe? Alright. Problems at work, difficult life. Come on. Alright. Oh. Criminal in the past, Benjamin Fowler was a bandit when he was young, but he has since changed his ways. Anarchists oppose the state capitalism and market relations, but Thomas Garrett is in debt to the bank. Probably why he opposes it. The electrical trap for the technical cab was arranged by a professional. Thomas Garrett would not have sufficient knowledge. As Thomas Garrett teaches electricity, he would have sufficient knowledge to make the trap for the cab. I'm going to leave this one for now, because, I mean, we don't really know how good he is at it, right? Benjamin Fowler is connected with the Rasco gang. He has the gang's tattoo, but has made an attempt to remove it. Benjamin Fowler was once a member of the Rascal gang, but that is all now in the past. Bandits like Benjamin Fowler never change. I'm going to say his new life. I mean, I realize we still don't know enough and that could change, but for the moment, I like to believe people can change. Benjamin Fowler sometimes worked with electricity, but he's not a specialist and doubtfully would know how to create such a deadly trap. Has sufficient knowledge to repair electrical lamp, which could have enabled him to create. Based on what he said, and once again, how new electricity is in this time period, I'm going to say he's probably not. Somebody knew about the bank robbery and managed to kill the members of Rasco's gang immediately afterwards. The Bank of England was robbed by the Rasco gang and is the bank where Thomas Garrett has a large debt. It's not anarchist ideology to rob a bank they prefer to destroy. Thomas Garrett allied himself with the Rasco gang in order to take vengeance on the Bank of England. I don't know. Once again, I feel like we don't know quite enough about him. Alright, so we'll leave it at that right now. Obviously, all that could change, but we still haven't even met our third suspect yet, so...
I'm apparently in the children's ward.
Yeah. There's our man.
Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
My pretty little Meryl. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry, I understand now.
Alright, let's take a look at this guy. I mean, he's clean. Railway worker? Well, that's not a good start. Shabby, expensive waistcoat. Was once prosperous or second hand? I'll go with was once prosperous. I mean... Childish bracelet. I mean, I'm going to assume that was a gift from his daughter. Wedding ring. He is married. It's on the wrong hand, though. Recently cleaned. How recently are we talking here? Reginald Butcher, a married man, holds the position of railway worker. He is depressed due to the illness of his daughter, of whom he is extremely fond. His shoes are shiny. They have no doubt been recently cleaned. Its expensive waistcoat, now in a shabby condition, reveals that he was previously a prosperous man. Mr. Butcher loves his daughter and is not ashamed to wear a child's bracelet to display his affection.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you're experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible. A young woman lost her life.
I'm assuming the kid's mother.
Mr. Butcher's wife.
Mr. Butcher, I can confirm that we are willing to admit your daughter into the care of our hospital. You will be responsible for the travel expenditure, naturally taking all appropriate precautions due to the delicate state of your daughter. Additionally, you must attend to any accommodation costs and all medical attention. The final bill cannot be summarized within this letter. It will depend, of course, upon your daughter's condition. But I must warn you that the sum may be considerable. That's always nice. Hey, we can probably save your kid,
Admission
but you know.
file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm. Merrill Butcher. Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time. But I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes. It's probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes. I have a daughter too.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes.
Alright. Reginald Butcher has problems at work due to the time off he has taken to visit his seriously ill daughter. And actually, with that, I'm going to go over here and say insufficient knowledge, since this guy clearly has the knowledge, and I'm also going to go with just an anarchist. Reginald Butcher knows how to work with electricity because of his job, but that doesn't mean that he would be capable of creating a deadly electrical trap. Or Reginald Butcher knows how to work with electricity. It is his job. He would have been able to trap the cab and activate the device. Reginald Butcher works for the Underground Electric Railways Company. He could be familiar with the layout of the sewers from where the bank was robbed. Reginald Butcher is not a criminal. He has a beloved daughter who is ill and needs her father. He would not risk becoming involved with bandits. But, at the same time, he needs urgent medical care. Because of this, he contacted the Roscoe gang and helped them to rob the bank. Because he needed the money. And unfortunately, I'm gonna say, is the murderer. He not only robbed the bank, but also killed all his accomplices. He must be seriously ill. Because of this, he felt forced to rob the bank before killing his accomplices, in order to take the money necessary for a treatment. Let him go that he might save his daughter's life.
Mr. Butcher,
She's finally asleep. I knew you'd
you
return.
should go to Stockholm with your daughter. You will save her. I've made my decision. Leave now.
You understand? I was forced to do all this.
Perhaps you were.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye.
All right. Reginald Butcher only wanted to save his daughter's life. To do this, he robbed a bank and killed his accomplices out of necessity. The circumstances are exceptional. He did not have any other choice. I mean, he may have had another choice. Obviously, anybody else who died during that accident was an accident, and I'm not too upset about him about the only two people that he actually purposefully killed, who were robbing and beating people up. So, yeah. Alright, so that is the end of the chain reaction case. Let's see, how long did that take? Oh, wow, that was actually a really short case. Yeah, I'm surprised how short a case that was. And actually, looking at it, the next case doesn't look like it's very long either. Ooh, what should I do? Because this one, you know what? I think I'm going to do the next case as well then. I'm going to record the next one, finish the game, and see how long it takes. Because this only took me an hour and 15-ish minutes. So, I mean, if the other one only takes 2 parts, then maybe I'll just finish Sherlock this week. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. And, like, this will just be one video. So, if this was one video, that means that the next case only took 2. If this is 2 parts, then the next case only took 1. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for the finale, or at least the beginning of the finale, depending on how long the last case takes, of Sherlock Holmes.